Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well. This is Radhika again here. So today I'm going to make the video how to use narcissists for your own benefit. This was the most voted on topic yesterday, and so I'm making a video on this one. So the title is a little bit of a clickbait. I don't recommend using people. Um, but yeah, it basically means that you'll see what I mean in the video. um, so basically, when I say use the narcissist at the low level, it can actually be like using a person. But obviously, I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that you use individuals or you used people. That's what the narcissists do actually. But still, like narcissistic people are very playable, or you can manipulate them very easily because they are under the control of their own ego. So if you are a kind of person who feeds their ego or gives them narcissistic supply, then you will be able to manipulate them and then you will be able to use them. But I don't recommend this. I know I have seen a lot of people do this actually, and they get a lot of benefits out of narcissistic people. So narcissistic people also get used. So how you do that is basically, even if they could be an overt narcissist or they could be a covert narcissist. Both these types of narcissists are in under control of their ego. So, how do you manipulate them? You just listen to them, you don't talk, you don't give your own opinions, you just nod along, just say yes, be an echo chamber for them. Just, just, just let them hear the sound of their own voice, and you just give them like nods and approvals. Um, Show them respect, like don't ever talk back to them, always be kind of submissive in front of them, and all of this will give them narcissistic supply, and then they will be good to you because you are in a way being like a completely flat, dull, lifeless individual, and you are giving them validation, and they might even insult you or talk badly about you, or like try to put you down, but you have to keep quiet and things like that. It depends on their mood. So narcissists, they can't regulate their own emotions. So if you kind of become this kind of a puppet in a narcissistic person's life, it won't be all good, because there will be days when the narcissistic person is not feeling good, and they will take it out on you because they don't know, they haven't grown up, they are not adults, they don't know how to regulate their own emotion. So if they feel anger, they will pin it on you and they will say you did this, that is why this happened and that happened, stuff like that. So I don't recommend this but I have seen a lot of people butter up narcissists and make them do things for them and whatever, and in this way a lot of narcissists also get used. So I don't know what these people are who are using the narcissists. They actually might not be narcissists themselves, they might be normal people, but that's just the way they deal with people who are narcissistic. But obviously these people are not acting from their highest character, they are not acting from their highest level, right? um, but yeah, it might be a survival tactic for them. So this is not what I'm recommending, but this is a way. So what I wanted to make a video on is how you actually use it for your own benefit. Whatever the narcissists do, whatever they say about you, whatever they point out in you, how you can use it to build your own character. So that's what I mean by using the narcissists. But actually, what I mean by that is, what do we learn? Instead of using someone or using even a thing, what we can do is we can interact with it and we can learn from it. So I don't like the term using at all, actually, because we all are mutually learning from each other, and some people want to call it using. So, okay, you can call it using, but I would rather not. Um, so what I wanted to say is narcissists have this tendency that they will sniff out. They are very good at some things, and one of the things that they are good at is they will sniff out a person's innermost insecurities, maybe addictions, obsessions, desires, dreams, and core beliefs. So the narcissistic person has high EQ in a sense. um, they use it for all the bad reasons, but they do have high EQ. So they will pick out your insecurities, addictions, obsessions, dreams, desires, and core beliefs. And once they have this list in their head, now they are going to use it against you. So first they make a note of it, and now they are going to find out opportunities to use it against you. So, what do you do now that you are aware that there's a narcissistic person in your life and they keep doing this? Maybe they are in your family. So, what do you do? So, next step is you have to become an observer. So, whenever they do something like that, first of all, expect it, expect that this is going to happen. Second is observe, what are they doing? What do they say? What is the habit of yours that they pick on? What do they make fun of? You always have to like note down these things. And next step, after you have noted it down, you become your own psychiatrist, and you analyze what attribute did they pick out, why did they pick it out, and what do you feel when they say that thing about you. And then you analyze, why do you feel this way. So it's kind of like you are getting someone to show you all the holes that you are carrying inside of you. And I know it's really difficult to do it when it's happening to you, especially if you're not aware. But the fact that you're watching this channel means that you are aware of it and you want to deal with it in the most highest way possible, without stooping down to their level. So so what you do is you note it down. And what you will find many times, and I will give you examples of my own scenario, um, is that there are a few things that they are picking out on, okay, the narcissists are picking up on. So it could be an unhealed aspect of yourself that they pick up on. Okay, something that maybe happened to you and you repressed it and you did not deal with it. You kind of just said, forget it, I don't want to think about it right now. But it sits somewhere inside your emotional body. And when they pick that out, it hurts you because it's something that you just tabled it. You said, I'll deal with it later, and you didn't deal with it. So it's there inside of you. So an an example of this I can give you is that the narcissistic person in my life said that I'm a witch. I do black magic or something like that. And I always dealt with social anxiety ever since I was a kid. I was always very kind of afraid of getting picked on when I was in social groups. And I did not understand why this was. And the pattern kept repeating, right? So I was picked on different aspects of my personality whenever I was in a social group. And which was very weird to me because I don't want to be the center of attention. I really don't like it. And it's not like I was trying to show off and then I got picked on. People just randomly picked on me. So when the narcissistic person in my life said that I'm a witch, all these memories of witchiness came about. And even in my surroundings, I used to see a lot of signs of magic or witchcraft or things like that. And I did some past life regression, and from that I realized that I was a witch in my past life, and I was burnt actually publicly. And that's why I have these deep thoughts of shame, because that's how they were killed. They were shamed publicly, and then they were set on fire, or killed in various different ways. So basically it made me realize that a lot of things come to us not just from this life, they also come to us from a lot of past lives. And I did a lot of things after that which kind of healed that part of me, the social anxiety part of me, the part which felt like I'm going to be prosecuted for some reason. So um so yeah. And then another thing in this is like a lot of narcissistic people will talk crap about your parents, especially if you're an Indian girl and you're married in another family. They will kind of feel talk bad about your the birth family, the family that you're born in. And this is also an unhealed part of you, because every family has some problems, but we don't want to accept it. We don't want to accept that our birth family has any problems. And I'm not saying what they are saying is correct, they might be talking crap, but what we have to accept is that it's okay that they don't like your parents or they don't like your birth family. You like your birth family, you like your parents, and that's enough. You don't have to have the world like what you like. So I find that a lot in the emails that I receive, that the birth family is being attacked, and that's really low. It's really really low, because some people I have spoken to, their birth, like their mom or their dad is not even alive anymore, and still they are spoken to badly about, and that must hurt a lot. I can feel that. But um basically you have to learn that they are the way they are, and you love your parents, and that's enough. You don't have to have other people love them. So yeah, so that is how it they could be picking out an unhealed part of you. Then the other one is they could be picking up on an aspect of your shadow. So it might be something that you have put in your shadow. So for example, looks. Some people might have dark skin or something like that, and the narcissistic person in their life could be talking about their dark skin, or someone might not be educated enough, and the narcissistic person always picks on that you are not educated enough or something like that. So these are things which are part of you, but you have put them in your shadow because you probably don't want to own them. So that's one thing that they pick on. So once you own them, once you say that, okay, I am dark, so what? Okay, uh, I am not that educated, so what? So it's like about you accepting you as you are. And once you accept yourself completely and they pick out that aspect of you, you will be like, yeah, so because if tomorrow, like, one of you, if you are a woman and someone says, oh, you're a woman, you will be like, so what? I'm a woman, so what's bad about that? So yeah, so they might pick out on things that you have put in your shadow, but you have to own them. And I'm not saying that what they're doing is good, because that's not a good way to heal, or that's not, they're not trying to heal you. They're actually trying to break you. But you heal yourself. Whatever they give you, you convert it to something for your own benefit, and you heal with it. So yeah, then the next thing that they can be picking on is an aspect of your ego that you are probably um, deeply attached with, that you recognize too much in yourself. So in for me, in my example, I can say that I was like almost OCD about cleaning. I wanted everything clean. I wanted everything like super neat and tidy. So that is something that the narcissistic person in my life used to pick on. They used to make things dirty. And so cleanliness, something that I really clung on to, was something that I had to let go, because it's okay. And actually in my life I also had a kid at the time, so I had to let go of that attribute, otherwise I would have become like crazy. But yeah. And then another thing I had to let go of, like, was of that I was deeply attached to how great my married life was, or my husband wife relationship was, how much understanding and love there was, and all those things, of divine love and things like that. So it made me realize that I did not have divine love. And it was not as ideal as I made it out to be in my brain, because we had, uh, because the narcissistic person was actually able to put a wedge into our relationship. So yeah, so that is also something that I was very attached to. I got attached to that image of, like perfect relationship and things like that. But no relationship is perfect. Every relationship takes learning and healing and a lot of effort. So yeah, so that is another thing that they can point out, something that you are actually very attached to. I'm not saying just by being attached to something makes you a narcissistic person, but we all are human beings, we all are attached to things. So yeah, so that's another thing that you can note, that maybe I am too attached to this thing. Yeah, and then the last thing that I have is that um, they can, like, kind of prick you somewhere where you will have to stand up and defend your territory or your ground. So an example I can give you of this is like, the narcissistic person in my life was brainwashing my son, to make him feel sad about one particular thing, like going to daycare. Um, so in that scenario, because it's my son who's like a toddler, and he doesn't have so many skills to understand who means good, who means bad. So I actually had to stand my ground. I had to, like, tell the narcissistic person to stop. And you have to, like, do that publicly in front of everyone, with firm but nice words, not like cuttingly, but just say that this will not be tolerated. You have to tell them that. So yeah, it also teaches you how to defend yourself and defend the people you love and people who depend on you. So yeah, so basically, the narcissist's skill to pick on your weakness can become your biggest weapon, if you use it in a good way. And it will make you, uh, it will actually toughen up your character to a very, very, very big degree if you use it properly. So integrate the parts of yourself that you have denied, and let go parts of yourself that you have over identified with, and heal whatever needs to be healed. Whatever hurts you is something that needs healing. Maybe they are pointing it out, and it doesn't feel good when someone points it out. And of course, they are doing it with bad intentions. I'm not saying that they are doing it for your own good, but you use it for your own good. So whenever they are trying to get, whatever they are using to get under your skin, you use it to build your own character. So there's this quote that I would like to end on, which is like, when someone throws stones at you, you collect those stones and you build your empire. So I hope that you guys do that, and I hope this helps you in some way. And as always, I wish you all a lot of love and a lot of light. Thanks. Bye.